This is TIFF from Virginia, the Punisher from Maine, and the angry citizen. You're listening to TIFF and the Punisher with the angry citizen. We fight CPS corruption. We free America.
Can we stop the kidnapping of our kids?
Section 1983 is my favorite bedtime story. Right next to how CPS lost all its glory. They said it was protection.
I said protection from what?
From parents who love.
From homes that are tough.
You kidnap the kids, then you sell the whole lie.
We're free in America.
And you're out of time.
Angry citizen.
TIFF and the Punisher.
Three loud mouths and
we ain't nearly done.
From Virginia heat
to Maine ice and rain.
We fight CPS corruption and we like the pain. Free America.
Stop the kidnapping game.
Bring our kids home.
With the system to shame.
TIFF and the Punisher.
With the angry citizen.
You wanted quiet families. You got a whole army.
Instead,
you took the kids. Where's the damn proof?
You took the kids. Now we're telling the truth.
You took the kids and you still want applause.
Receipts on receipts.
Now the whole country knows.
Constitution in one hand, kids in the other.
Angry citizen.
TIFF and the Punisher.
Three loud mouths and
we ain't nearly done.
From Virginia heat
to Maine ice and rain.
we fight CPS corruption and we like the pain. Free America.
Stop the kidnapping game.
Bring our kids home.
Put the system to shame.
TIFF and the Punisher.
With the angry citizen.
You wanted quiet families. You got a whole army.
Instead,
Still here.
still mad.
Still free in America.
Still stopping the kidnapping of our kids.
TIFF and the Punisher.
With the angry citizen.
We won't stand for corruption. We won't stand for stealing kids. This is the TIFF and the Punisher podcast. Now joined by the angry citizen. This is a powerful trio. Set out to spread the Constitution. This is a powerful trio. Set out to stop the evil CPS.
We won't stand for corruption. This is the TIFF and the Punisher podcast. Now joined by the angry citizen.
What's up, Tiff? Can you?
Not much. No, I can hear you. I just have my mic on mute.
All right, cool. Dana's here with us somewhere. I think he's in the back break room somewhere. I think he's eating some donuts back in the. Now that we're getting bigger, we have the, what do they call that when you go to like a concert or a show or something, and you have the like you have the list of things that you request to have in your backstage room. What is that? What do they call that?
Accommodations.
No, it is accommodations, but it's called something else. So, like, did you do your blah 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 list? Does anybody out there know what the fuck is this? Again, Dana, do we have another moron out there that can't hear the song or the show? Do we need to explain the lyrics to the song again? Either that or this is the same person. I'm not sure.
Could be.
I'm not sure.
Could be.
But so anyway, Dana obviously was not in the back getting his accommodations, the whatever he left. And I'll remember what the name of that is here, because I used to feed those lists, and I was part of those lists at one point in time. So for the person that's wondering what the fuck is this, this is a show about Child Protective Services and how they kidnap kids and how we're trying to figure this
Hold them
system
accountable.
out. That's damn right. Hold them accountable. What else, Tina? What else are we trying to do?
That's pretty much it, to establish transparency and accountability. And all of the people that have done this without just cause are criminals. That's the bottom line. There's a very clear line. According to the law, if we accept that it's valid, a child can be removed. I don't know. I don't like that phrase, but whatever, removed if they are facing imminent danger, imminent harm. So if a agent removes a child that is not in imminent danger, then they have not fulfilled the requirements to be able to do so with authorization. I don't hold that they have the authorization, but if you do, many people do, that means they didn't have the authorization. That means they're kidnappers. That's the bottom line. You can't have it both ways. And
That's
if
right.
someone takes a child away from loving parents and then puts that child into a dangerous situation, they are guilty of child endangerment. That's, how it is. There's no two ways about it.
That's straight up, bold-faced damn kidnapping, stealing people's kids.
There you go.
And that's, you couldn't have said it any better, Dana, than what it is. And to even give it that degree of eloquence that you just gave it and made it sound so, it was nice, but they don't even deserve that. They all deserve to be tarred and feathered. They all deserve to be locked away in dark, strange places that people never go to or have never even heard of. Only the baddest of the bad of this earth, because breaking apart a family and stealing someone's kids, kidnapping children from legitimately good families. I don't think there's anything. I don't even think murder tops that one on the list of crimes that can be committed in this country.
It's pretty low.
yeah, I mean, I think that's
Yeah.
that's about as yeah. I think that's it right there. It's just I can't believe, and the worst part um, is that it's our own government that's doing this to us.
Yep.
And who would have ever thought that when you were a kid, Dana, waving the red, white, and blue flags, eating ice cream and cherry pie on 4th of July weekend up at camp, and eating some lobsters and steamers and swimming in the lake. And I don't know if that was really your life in the state of Maine, but that's how mine went. Tiff, I don't know what the hell you guys do down there in Virginia, but did any of you think that this is what America was? That this is what America not was, but is that we're our country that is built on principles of people that wanted freedom, except for we're just ransacked and run over by people that want to kidnap, steal our children, into our bloodlines, eat babies, all of this stuff. Did you ever think that that's what 4th of July would mean to you?
No way.
I could have never fathomed it. Tiff's a mandated reporter, so she probably won't answer that one. But
I am not a mandated reporter. Okay. And we go to beaches here. Well, I don't. Shark Week killed that for me. But no, as a kid, you don't even think about this, right? Like this stuff doesn't even cross your mind. Like if you got your ass whipped, you got your ass whipped for a reason. Right. CPS didn't come and say, you can't spank your kid, that's child abuse.
Right. Do our parents making their kids fear CPS, do you think? Do you think that that's a thing? Like, are they educating their kids to the fact that CPS where we live in a society of everybody is a mandated reporter, even Tiff, where we live in this society, is it our parents taking the time to let their kids know that CPS is a real thing and that they possibly could be coming for you? Because there's no rhyme or reason why they're doing what they're doing. I mean, we're proving that time and time again. It's no secret that they're corrupt. It's no secret that they lie. It's no secret, and nothing's secret to them. They're doing this right in our own faces right now. But our parents that are new parents, or parents that are in the makings of baby, or practicing to have a baby, or whatever it is, the ones that potentially are going to have children, are they educating or thinking about getting educated or educating these kids to say, look, when CPS comes, claw their eyes out, kick them in the shins? I mean, what do parents tell these kids about CPS? I mean, Tiff, you're in that position. What do you tell your boys about CPS?
Well, the oldest one knows. Right. So we had to come up with a password, right? Like I was telling you. And so I told him, unless somebody has the password, you don't talk to them. And if they say it's okay, Yaya said that you can talk to me without a password. I asked him, no. What do you say? Oh, what do you say?
No.
Yeah.
Who do they call?
Tiffany Wise.
There you go. Good job, man. That's it.
That's it.
And I think everybody should be doing things like that, like getting their kids, secret passwords. You don't give out any information. I mean, Dana, do you have anything? Have you spoken? I know your son's a little bit older, but have you ever spoken to your children, any of them, about CPS, or if they come? Or no. You guys don't have that influx up there, do you? At any of those points, is it not so worrisome in your area?
Well, it's never anything that I'm worried about, but no one does until they need to.
Right.
So it's just not something I've ever had to deal with, thank God.
Right. And I mean, thankfully now we definitely are making enough noise that people are becoming more aware that CPS is out there, what they are, what they're about. I'd like to think that we're making some type of a wave, even if it's just a smidgen one. It doesn't have to be a tsunami. But I would like to think that CPS is brought out to the table for conversation more so than it was maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Where it was taboo 5 years ago.
People universally, we've discussed this before, think largely that CPS is a good organization trying to do the right thing, charged with the task of keeping children safe. They would think, probably most people, I think, if they were honest, would say they wouldn't be surprised if there was some corruption, some bad actors in there, but that overall, and maybe, 80% or so of the cases, that, they're probably doing a good job. And then if you're visited by CPS, it's probably because you're doing something wrong, and, you more or less deserve it. And now there are so many stories now that they just can't keep a lid on it anymore. There are so many people who have had terrible experiences and had their children kidnapped when they were not in any danger, that it's a lot easier to kind of get that message out, because people are more receptive to the message. And people, if they themselves have not encountered CPS, they may know someone who has, or at least have heard some stories about people that had their children kidnapped by CPS that hadn't done anything wrong.
Well, here's the other thing too. Like, all the stories are the same, just the places, names, and dates are different, right? Everybody from Virginia to California, from Hawaii to Alaska, every case is typically the same story. You can't have all these strangers having the same stories when they come together, right? Tell me how that's not corrupt. Tell me how.
Yeah, I think enough people are finally getting the message that it's no longer an isolated thing here and there. It's something that people realize it's legit. These agents are corrupt. The agencies are corrupt. They're looking just for money. They're not taking children from dangerous homes. They're taking whatever children they can get to fulfill an agenda and a quota and make money.
Yeah, and money they do make. They are making lots of it, hand over fist, actually. I know our guest Daniel last night, our buddy Daniel last night, which I still have his thing up here for him, but we're also going to change that tonight. It's his Cash App to help Daniel send money to DGENP by tomorrow at noon. If you guys were, if you listened to the show and you thought about he's in hiding in South America, he wants a steak really badly. So if you guys could Cash App that DGENP, we will make sure that he gets the money. I'm sending out a Western Union for him tomorrow at noontime. So make sure if you guys do it, you have a few more hours here left to get that out here. But while we're doing this little segment break here, why don't we go ahead and go right into the don't forget to check out the our new book, The Constitution is Your Armor and CPS is the Enemy. That's available on Amazon. 85 pages packed full of constitutional fighting gear that you need when CPS comes to your door and you're not expecting it. It's not quite as thought out and precise as Dana's legal jiu-jitsu is, but it's good enough to get us through here and fight CPS off. So I strongly suggest that you guys check out that book and also check out Stay Calm, CPS is Coming. That's another full book done by us. So we have those two books. They're available on Amazon. We also have the CPS Punisher app, which is a fully engulfed AI that will educate you for all of your court needs and how you fight CPS, and it becomes your number one assistant in law educator when you're fighting CPS. I wish that I would have had one of these when I was fighting CPS, because hands down, I know I would have just wiped my hands of all their asses and we would have walked away. Not guaranteeing anything. I'm not saying that this is a must and you will. I'm just saying that something like this, a tool to have like this, is invaluable. So make sure you guys check that out. There is a free program that goes with it, and then you can move up the tiers. But of course, as always, we're here to help everybody. So use up that free stuff because it could be the difference between you and the kids. And then lastly, but not least, we have the new Reunification Central app, which helps everybody reunify with their lost family members caused by CPS. There's a map on there. You can set up a whole system, a whole profile for yourself, shouting out to who you're looking for. You can put a video on there. You can put pictures of you guys, everything. It puts a map out there. That way that people can look through the map and see who's where, who's who, and who's what. If you remember or recognize or whatever, get reunified with your family. That's what needs to happen. So reunificationcentral.com. The CPS Punisher is at www.thecpspunisher.com. And yeah, that's about that. I also, my buddy Mo has a great new app that I wanted to bring up. I can't think of the name of it right off my head right now. I'm hoping that he's watching and that he's going to throw in the name of that app, but it's a fact checker app that he has created. And it's, I think it's a real fact check. I'll get that for us all later on, but it's pretty amazing too. So while you're looking up all this CPS information, which we all strongly recommend that you do research yourself when you're trying to work on cases and you think you're going to be a lawyer and you're going to step into that courtroom with these people, please, guys, don't just take AI's word for it. Look it up, research everything. Don't take Joe Blow's word for it because he charged you $65 for a packet that he sent you. Joe Blow could be a freaking whatever. Yeah, anything. Right, exactly. So make sure, there's Justia Law. There's many, many valid law reference areas that you can go to and get these same case laws for. Check them. Even if you hear it from us, go out and check these things. And that's basically what my buddy's app does, is allows you to make sure that what you're looking at and what you're doing is indeed true and 100% legit. So when I figure that out, the name of it exactly, guys, I will make sure I put it up here for you. I know there's a weird dash in there.
You forgot to tell everybody too, Darren, we've started our second book.
Yes, we did. And it is, hopefully we'll be done in the next couple of weeks. It was something that we had on the back burner already. But it should be, we should be rock and rolling with it in a couple of weeks. It's going to deal with mandated reporting and what else, Tiff?
Hopefully, oh God, we got a lot of stuff. We actually don't know how many books we're going to have, but it's going to be about mandated reporting, motions to intervene, how to use the U.S. Courts.gov. We're going to put all that information.
Yeah, the federal one. In it. Right.
Of course, you'll have to look up your own states because every state has one too, but we're going to use the federal one. Right. There's a lot of information going in all of these books because there's going to be more than just another one.
Right. Dana, we were even talking about making one big resource book for, all of this would be like a free book or maybe like $1 donation or something. But all of the information that we get, that all of us have conglomerated about CPS and all of this stuff, that we put everything into this one, like TIFF and the Punisher and Angry Citizen group workbook with Becca and all of this, like just all of us together make like this 1,000 page Bible of all of these documents that we need and you can look up. So when we talk about them on the shows and everything, people could have it and let's flip to that page and, look at the documents and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Great idea.
Like that. Even get your stuff in there, get the, all of you own the affidavit. The affidavit is 1,000% Angry Citizen. We even have actually, for the Main Matters show, we actually have a widget that I designed for us. And let's see, nice. Where is it? Where did I put it? It should be right here somewhere. Let's see. You guys should check out that show tomorrow night. Main Matters. Where is the damn? There it is. Sword of God widget. It's right here. Boom. There it is. Brought to you by the Angry Citizen. Now you're supposed to be able to click on it, and it's supposed to bring you to something. I don't know if I've quite made it magical work like that yet, but you're supposed to be able to click on this affidavit, the Angry Citizen affidavit, and it's supposed to bring you to an affidavit form. So I'm really loving these widgets, man, making these things. They're really fun. What kind of widget would you guys like to see? And then you guys out there that are making the crazy lewd comments, keep the lewd ones down for this one. But if no, for real, guys, is there any sort of information that you guys would like to see on the screens that, you know, flashing up and seeing, you know, information given out that we don't have, or, you know, what? Why don't you guys tell us what you want? Tell us what you want, right, Dana? What do they want? Dana, if you could see me make one widget for the program and for the Angry Citizen, what would you like to see?
You know, I don't know off the top of my head. I got to give that a little thought. There's a lot of possibilities.
Well, Eric is going to the county fair. Oh yeah, what about a county fair? County fair tracker. What about that? That'd be interesting. You know, it tells you where the county fair is.
There's one out there already.
Well, it probably is. That would be nice. Cotton candy locator. You know, many things. So, all right, Dana, let's talk about the affidavit again this week for a minute. Will you explain to everybody the importance of the affidavit, why they need to do it, and what's their best process of getting this thing done?
So, an affidavit is a sworn statement of fact made under penalty of perjury, and it is a very powerful tool. If you send someone an affidavit and they do not rebut the affidavit and you do end up in court, the affidavit stands as fact in court. And when you send an affidavit, it lets the people that you're dealing with know that you are serious and that you know what you are doing. And there's lots of help out there if you're looking for like how to write one, you know, how to format it, what to say. And there's no downside to the affidavit. If something happens to you, and especially if you're dealing with authority figures like police, child protective services workers, and so forth, and you have an encounter with them, and you write down everything that happened in that encounter and send the affidavit, then if they don't rebut it, it stands as fact. So they can never deny that whatever you say in the affidavit is true. So it really helps to cover you. It helps to make sure that if there's wrongdoing going on, if they're doing nefarious things, and you document it and you send that affidavit, they have a limited window of opportunity to rebut it. And if they don't, then it stands as fact. So it's a very, very powerful tool, and Americans should be using this resource, especially when we're dealing with authority figures like police and agents of any agency. And I hold that agents have no authority too, folks. This is a controversial sort of thing, but we the people delegated limited authority to our government to do specific things. And if we did not delegate authority to the government to do a thing and they do it, they don't have the authority. And so it's invalid. And this is something, like I said, I'm still researching this, but we the people never delegated authority to our government to create agencies and to empower agents. So, and I know that's a big thing because obviously there's lots of agencies out there and a lot of agents, and the agents do things and they claim that they have the authority to do things, but I don't believe that they actually do. So that's a kind of a big thing, really.
Now, what about a preemptive affidavit? Is there anything that you could write an affidavit for that you might be like, you know what, I'm going to write one of these ahead of time just to ensure in case something goes wrong? Or is there anything that you could? No, it's not.
No, that's not a thing. But however, writing letters is more powerful than people think. People always say, oh, writing letters doesn't work. See, that's not necessarily accurate. You know, it's a tool in our arsenal. When you write a letter, it is a clear documentation of events that transpired, of your positions on issues. It helps to be able to articulate the law, and the law is not as complicated as people think it is. It's a lot of it is much simpler than what the powers that be want us to believe, because they don't want you to go to court and be your own lawyer. They want you to hire a bar attorney because the bar attorneys are all part of their big club. But when you document things, if you do have let's say an encounter with Child Protective Services, and you just write a letter and you state to them that the law says that you do not have authority to take custody of a child unless you can prove imminent danger, and it reiterates it, it puts it down in writing so that it can't be denied. They know that you know this, and they know that you have documented it, and they know that you now have evidence that you documented it. If the push comes to shove, and at some point in the future it becomes important, because you have a copy of that letter. And you say, I sent this letter on this date, and I told them this and this and this, and it's one step sort of below the affidavit power. But write the letters, and whenever you're dealing with them, write everything down, keep documentation, videotape your encounters, and send a follow-up letter immediately. And don't be afraid to reach out to your elected servants, your congressional representatives. Send them a copy of the letter. Tell them this happened to me. I'm concerned that these people are harassing me. At this point, the fraud, waste, and corruption is so widespread that it's unlikely you're going to get any immediate satisfaction. But it doesn't hurt, and we have to take that step. We have to do that, because otherwise, you're lost. You're fighting uphill.
Yeah, sure. I like that a lot. I really do. I just wish that we could get the word out to more people. Tiff, have you ever written an affidavit before? Oh, I didn't realize she got an important phone call. Dana, so I know that I just gave an example of what's the time not to use an affidavit, and I said that as a preemptive thing. What are some other times that you wouldn't use an affidavit? Like, how would you say, like, no, that's not the situation for that? I mean, is there very many?
I don't know that it's not. There's no downside to writing an affidavit. There's just no downside to it.
Right.
You may not need it. You may not have to call upon it for something. It may not be presented in court at some point, but if it is, and it does, then you've got it. It's like having a fire extinguisher in your kitchen. When is it appropriate to not have a fire extinguisher in your kitchen? Sorry, bro, forgot about the reference there.
Yeah, you know what, I did too. I wasn't even thinking about it that way. That's funny. Why would you not? It's just it's a great tool, and it's something that we the people should be using a lot more, because the more we use it, the more they will respect our authority, which right now they don't. The powers that be and their agents are all doing whatever they want, whenever they want. They're not answering to anybody because we haven't held them accountable. So we need to do that. So no, there's really no point at which, if you feel like an affidavit might help you, that you should refrain from writing one. Write it every time it might help you. Right. Hey, yeah, let's do hey, Dana, let's take a quick 2-minute break here, huh? What do you think about that? Let's watch this little
Roger that.
All right. Okay. We'll be right back, guys.
The CPSPunisher.com is the app they never wanted you to find. If CPS is knocking at your door, intimidating you as a parent with police standing there waiting for you to talk back so they can arrest you and steal your kids, stand strong, tell them you want to see their warrant, they will leave. Lessons like these can save your family and are exactly what the CPS Punisher assists you with. If your lawyer isn't fighting for your child, now you can research anything and everything, so you can be educated on the most up-to-date case law and court procedures. The CPS Punisher has more tools than Home Depot when it comes to recording data from your CPS case. Whether you need a timeline, log your visits, ask a question pertaining to the ADA, the CPS Punisher has it. Never again will CPS have the upper hand when you have the CPS Punisher. Visit the CPSPunisher.com.
All right. Did that?
All right.
Did the sound make it through the phone call?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So yeah, guys, that's the app that we were just talking about. So make sure you check that out, and I will do that right now, Tiff. So yeah, we were just talking affidavit, Tiff. So Dana, I want to ask one more thing. So should you write an affidavit for every instance of things going on in your, like, so CPS came to your house and did a home inspection? Should you write an affidavit and submit that and keep that as something as in your files for a matter of fact, or should you use it as often as not, more often than not? I mean, what about things like that?
You can write an affidavit each time you have an encounter, or you can just document everything that happens and then write one if you need to. Either way.
Okay.
Like I said, the affidavit there's no downside to it, to doing it. You can write as many as you want, for everything that happens if you want to. And it's just, protecting yourself. You're just covering your ass.
or trying to get your ass out of trouble.
Right. Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. I have never written an affidavit, but I have rebutted an affidavit because the facts in that affidavit were incorrect. So I rebutted the whole thing.
Good. Good on you.
So, yeah, how does that work, Dana? If someone writes an affidavit against you, and it's either wrong or it's contestable or whatever, what do you? So you send a
you write a rebuttal. You write a rebuttal, and you acknowledge that the things that were said, and then you address each one of them. And it seems like it's an easy thing to do from the standpoint of if you're dealing with corrupt agencies, you would think that they would immediately rebut an affidavit if you send one to them, just because they can and because we know they're willing to lie. But the problem is that when you start doing that, you're messing with perjury. See, if you make a false statement and it can be proven to be false in an affidavit, you're guilty of perjury. See, that's why it's so powerful. You're putting your whole credibility and you're basically risking criminal prosecution if you lie. So for them to rebut you, they either have to be absolutely factually correct in their rebuttal or risk being potentially charged with perjury.
Right.
I mean, this paper, this affidavit was like this thick. I went through line by line. I had every proof that it was incorrect. So I said, you know what? I'm tired of going through this. I rebutted the entire affidavit and brought all my proof.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric,
if the affidavit is rebutted, it basically has no power. It has no validity.
All right. Does anybody rule on that or anything now? So if you are arguing over what an affidavit
unless
says,
you go to court.
Okay.
Like it doesn't, like you get the affidavit, you write a rebuttal, and then in court, the affidavit no longer stands as fact because you rebutted it. So you're saying, no, that's not correct. And then if you go to court, then they will hear the facts. But the affidavit no longer counts as a fact. It is now just their claim.
We won, by the way.
Nice.
So, cool. What about what else you got going on, Dana? I know. What about the angry citizen movement? What do we got? What do you got going on with that? You got any updates for that?
Well, I haven't done anything in a while, but I am preparing some documents. And in essence, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start writing letters to a whole bunch of people, the sheriffs, our elected servants, the president, and I'm just going to basically state some facts and ask for replies. Like, here's what I'm telling you, this is a problem. And as an example, here in Maine right now, we have a Senate race cooking. Our Senator Susan Collins, who for some reason is widely respected. I don't know why. It's all a lesser of two evils thing, as far as I can tell. She's just as bad and corrupt as any of them. And, when someone who has been in our Congress runs for re-election on this promise of like they're doing a great job, first thing I say is, if you're doing a great job, why are we $39 trillion in debt?
Right.
And I want an answer. I want to hear what you have to say. So I'm going to write these letters. I'm going to put them on my website, and I'll share them with you guys as well. And I'm going to say, I want an answer. I want to know what your public answer is. I'm making this letter very public. I'm telling everyone in Maine, everyone in the United States, everyone in the world, I wrote you this letter, and I want you to explain to me how you allowed us to get $39 trillion in debt. What madness, what insanity, and how dare you come to me and ask me to vote for you again? Like, wow, are you kidding me? It's like hiring a business manager who burns your business to the ground and then says, hey, can I keep my job?
Right.
No, see, because you burned down the business. So that's a problem.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Erica, mine took 5 days to get here. They said it was coming on Saturday. I actually didn't get it till Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that too, Erica. Make sure that it gets out to you right. No, this thing use the Willy Wonka's. Yeah, the good old affidavit, the good old angry citizen movement. And tomorrow night, guys, don't forget to watch us on Main Matters. Dana and I will be doing that, where it's a well, it's a Main Matters show, you know.
Main Matters.
That's right.
Matters
Politics.
of Maine.
Yep. But just because it's a Main Matters show doesn't mean that you can't watch it and see what and how we're dealing with issues and things that are going on in our state. They could be very well going on in your state too. I mean, let's talk about that for a minute. Right. Let's talk about the state's constitutions. You know, like, why don't people realize that when they go to these courts and these judges say, hey, we're not going to use the federal constitution in this courthouse. Yes, we know the supremacy clause. Yes, we know all of this stuff. But you know what? I want to, this is what I want to do. Since we're going to be, since I just shifted us to this topic, I'm going to pull up this video here about these people that are, look, I know we all have our own opinion. I know that we all have our right to free speech. We can all talk about whatever we want to talk about, right? But I just want to show you guys what, when you follow some of these online groups and these internet groups that are convincing you of certain things, I want to show you guys what you kind of look like if you go up against a real challenge in using this information that you maybe not verified or maybe didn't check into yourself. Let's see here. I had a great video earlier I saw about this. Let's see here. Is this a new one? Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Here's a good one. All right. I want you guys just to pay attention to this, and you'll all know what I'm talking about when we see this stuff here. Hold on. Here we go.
As soon as I heard the world ID card number, I knew it was going to be a good one.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, pretty good.
What's going on?
I was backing up, we could pull it in, and we stopped, and then I went to pull forward, my park bill ready.
Hold on, sir, hold on 1 second, okay? So you were just backing out right here?
I didn't talk to them first.
How am I supposed to know who to talk to? He's out of his vehicle.
You're getting out of your vehicle, just getting insurance information.
I don't know why he's mad at me. I mean, he's just out here talking.
He sees that his lady called the police and you're talking to the person who hit us first.
Okay. So in policing, this is very, very common. For a lot of other people, you don't realize it. But what happens is when you arrive to a call and both people get to tell their side of the story, the person who we talk to first feels like they're getting preferential treatment and other people feel slighted. It's like when you have two kids and their kids get into a beef. If you talk to one of the kids to get their side of the story first, the other kid is pissed off. This is very common in policing. But you couple it with something else and it makes it even more challenging for the officer.
Do you have your insurance? Sir, do you have your insurance? No, it doesn't make sense. But
It doesn't make sense?
no, it doesn't. I didn't see who called. It was just said 911 call saying there was an accident, and I come to respond. And I talked to somebody who's out of the vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be cool if you guys would be right through.
We don't take the call as a comm center does.
Yeah, I know. But they tell you whose car called.
This is exactly how it happens when you arrive and there are two people and one of the parties is acting immature when it comes to who you talk to first. It's a prototype of people that you encounter that act like this. That's why you have to kind of dance around it a little bit.
Ma'am, I'm here taking an accident report for you. It doesn't matter who called. It doesn't. He said he's at fault for.
Just talk to me when you're done.
Okay, I need your insurance if you'd like to. Okay.
My wife's on the way up with the insurance card. She's right around the corner.
Okay. So you were backing out and they were pulling in?
No, we were in. We came in. Coming back. And we honked. I stopped. Don't lie. We was parked.
Sir, why are you yelling? Please, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to talk to both you guys and get the story, okay? It's not a big deal. All right? Yes, sir.
I was pulling back, he honked, I stopped.
You were in the spot right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was backing up, and he pulled up and honked, I stopped. And when I went to pull forward, I put his bumper between.
Okay, all right. So you know you're involved with the accident.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
At this point, this call could be completely handled. The one party has admitted guilt. Private property accident, simple exchange of information, clear the call, 10 minutes max. But what happens is completely, if you were to check off what not to do, to end up in handcuffs. Unbelievable.
Okay, well, what happened?
Hey, we gonna let him go on. It's okay.
I parked in my spot.
Okay.
All the way up there.
Okay.
He starts to turn and hits me with his thing.
No problem.
Hits the front of my car.
Okay, he's at fault. He knows that. So he's going to get his insurance and get you guys all taken care of.
Mine is the general.
You guys will just exchange information because this is a private property. We don't take accidents on private property anyway.
Well, the last time somebody did this to me at Kroger years ago, it made me look bad because I didn't report it to you guys.
What do you mean it made you look bad?
Because I didn't file a report for my insurance.
Okay.
They said, they made it look like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do. And I said, you know, next time somebody does something to my car in any parking lot or anywhere, I need to report it to the police so that it will go through insurance.
Yeah, we'll make documentation of it.
saying?
We don't take private property auto accidents. So what we'll do is we'll get his information, his insurance information, and you'll contact his insurance company, and then he's going to do the same thing, and they'll get everything taken care of that way, okay?
Are you making a report of this, yes or no?
No.
Why?
Because it's on private property.
But like I said, last time I got hit in Kroger coming out of my parking lot. Wasn't my fault at all.
Yeah.
State Farm Insurance. They put a ding on my stuff, even though I haven't been in accidents for years. I'm an excellent driver.
Okay.
But because of this, and there's no police report.
Yeah, we'll make, like I said, there's going to be documentation that we're here. You guys are involved. It's all on my body camera. I know you're recording it as well, sir. I've recorded everybody here the entire time.
So
he told me what happened.
Is anybody
he
else
told me he clipped you with a snowplow, so he's at fault. He told me.
All right, is anybody else confused here about what this cop's saying?
About the fact that he's not going to file a report, a police
Right.
report?
That he's so why is he there?
Well, I mean, they called him, so obviously he's got to show up.
Right.
Well,
I don't know.
But I will tell you, in the state of Virginia, if a car is hit on private property, the police do not have to be called, because private property, the police, even in Virginia, will not write up a police report. If they come, the only thing they make sure is both parties exchange insurance. That's it. So I knew what he was saying.
Okay.
So my point is this.
I wasn't aware of that.
Right. Well, what I'm getting at here and going through this is, why is it that they get to pick and choose when they're involved? Because this would be the same argument that they would have if you were to say, they were like, well, I have a custody agreement with my child, right? Like this would be the same thing. They would say that they're not getting involved. It's the civil thing, right? Like it's that. It's not, it has nothing to do with them. But yet when CPS comes, why is it that they are now going to get involved with the whole kit and caboodle? Like, why do they play both sides of the field? Why is it if you know, me and you, Tiff, are in a relationship and we, you know, like we have a kid and we're like, well, you know, blow over here. It's supposed to be with her this weekend, but she's coming with me, and the cops are gonna be like, listen, you need to go to civil court and work that out. We're not going to do that stuff. But yeah, when CPS comes, they're there and they're going to take your kid. That's what I'm getting at here. So we don't need to go any further with the video. You guys figured it out right away. But that's what I was talking. Why is it that they get to pick and choose when they're going to decide that it's a private situation, or when it's going to be that it's their job? It's a standard routine thing.
I pulled up a Virginia statute looking for some shit. Why did it say the local Department of Social Services and law enforcement are to go out to high conflict removals? I said, oh, so they don't just call them, right, for muscle. They call them so that the police look bad, not them. So yeah, it's in the Virginia statute that high conflict, that would be my house. But it doesn't matter, because you don't tell me shit on my property. You're not going to come in my house without a warrant. And a removal order is not a warrant to enter your home.
Right.
So
absolutely
check your statutes in your states, because our legislative clearly put in there that the police can escort them to high conflict removals.
Right, but then what is their involvement once they get there, right? Like they need to, because I'm just getting at this because you know how many times has there been a domestic situation where there's no violence involved, but maybe it's just an argument about a custody thing that the police will waive off and say, we're not going to be involved in this because this isn't the right thing, you know?
I agree with you. The police should not be involved unless it's a criminal matter.
Mm-hmm. Unless we have an injured party, right? Like that's what they say. It's just,
because the repo man can't call the police and say, hey, I'm repoing a car and it's getting a little violent over here, because in the state of Virginia, because I used to repo cars, when you call them and let them know you're going in their jurisdiction and you got to give them all this information, the first thing they tell you is if there's any conflict, you as the repo, you have to leave.
Oh, wow. So why can't we do these same things in the CPS cases, right? Like, because no one's going to be happy to see a repo man nor a CPS agent, right? So why are we not treating these as the same, with the same protocols and mechanisms?
I think that's what we need to get laws changed, because I believe, since we already have our agenda for this year, I think that's my next thing for the following year, to change that language in that the police cannot get involved in civil matters with CPS, only if there's a crime.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea to start looking into the direction of that stuff. Dana, do you know anything about those type of laws and rules and everything that get involved in civil matters?
Not my forte, bro. No, I got nothing to add.
No, don't you pollute my noggin with this jargon, Darren. I know that was something that my grandparents were, they were staunch with. They never used the police, but I don't think that people really used the police back when my grandparents were around anyway. But because those are valuable resources that someone may really need. So if you got something stupid going on, don't be calling 911. If you...
I'm curious what happened in that video, because the guy was saying something about ending up in handcuffs. Did they end up handcuffing that woman?
Did you want to see the rest of it?
Yeah, I want to see what happens if she's gonna, especially if she ends up in handcuffs. I want to see that.
All right, let's finish it up.
Is that bad?
No, it's great.
We knows that we just don't take private property auto accident reports because it's on private property. It's not on the roadway.
This is really simple. At this point, they have everything that they need to make sure that their insurance company is good to go. And I've had people in the past who get a little frustrated because they don't get an actual traffic accident report. But this information shared between the department and whomever, that the officer showed up, what the person said, and it is more than enough for an insurance company to make sure that she doesn't get any kind of penalty.
So where's the report going to be that you're taking or a note that you're going to do?
There's going to be a blotter saying we came out here for an accident.
A blotter?
Yep, and it's going to have both of you guys attached to it. Do you have your ID on you? Sir, do you want to be included on that? Sir? Would you like to be included on that since you're in the vehicle? I'm sorry?
This is her vehicle, number one.
Okay, well, you're talking to me, so I figured you'd want to be included on it.
My name is Five.
What is that?
My name is Five.
Your name is Five?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that doesn't seem like what's your last name?
You're not supposed to be asking me my last name.
Do you want to be on the? Do you want to be on there? You said you would like. You said you would like documentation of the police report, correct?
You said there's no police report.
Okay. You said you would like to be included on the documentation, correct, sir?
He did not say that.
Well, he did.
We are asking what it is.
Okay. He wants documentation of it. So if he wants to be a part of it, I will make him a part of it. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to.
In policing, we call this felony stupid. They just open the door, particularly the passenger, and oftentimes it's the passenger that gets everyone else in trouble. If they would just shut up, the situation would flow so much smoother. He's not even driving the car. Just shut up, because you're going to cause an issue. I've seen this happen so many times where the passenger causes everyone else. Felony stupid.
Okay, I'll take that as a you don't want to, sir. Do you have your ID on you, miss? don't understand why you guys are being so hostile towards me.
Because you came up and went to him first.
Ma'am, he was out of the vehicle and you had the windows up.
Don't argue with him.
Just because he's out of the vehicle.
It sounds just like brother and sister. You talk to him first. It's so immature.
I pulled up and you guys are both in the vehicle.
If you don't have
Both the
anything
windows
nice
are
to
up.
say, just let us be.
Me? I don't have anything nice to say?
I said if you don't.
I've not said anything mean to you guys one time. I don't understand why you guys are being hostile towards me.
Doesn't mean it's not mean to us.
Okay.
When we're the ones who called for help, you're saying just because he was outside, you spoke to him first.
Yes, that's how
help.
it works, miss.
Say that guy punched me. You're going to go to him first?
You're talking about hypotheticals.
I get it.
Quit talking to
I get it.
What's your phone number, miss?
470.
Alright. And you were completely stopped when he hit you?
I was all the way up in my spot.
Okay. You were wearing a seatbelt and everything?
Yes.
Why are you upset with me? I have to ask these questions.
Man, don't ask me that question, please.
Okay. Can I see your insurance, please?
Yes, you're being trolled.
Okay. Can I see your insurance, please, miss?
I told you I was looking it up, and I have the general. You can just write it down.
Okay.
What's going on here? It's a little snappy food.
I need the insurance policy.
You didn't get his?
I'm waiting on his.
Okay, you have to wait on mine too. If you don't mind, I'll get it to you.
I'm sorry?
I'll bring it to you when I get it, if you don't mind moving away.
Okay.
He wants, so I'm gonna give you my world citizen number.
You have
Here
the
go.
insurance?
Yeah, she's got it. I'm gonna give you my world, oh, this is from the United States. I need your name. Okay, thank you for the info. So I'm gonna give you my world citizen ID number.
Okay, let me explain world citizen ID. There's a such thing as a world citizen's ID. It's just not official. He sounds like he's on the phone with someone. People pay money for these cards and they believe that they are legitimate forms of ID. They are as valuable as a coupon from 1975 to a store that has been closed for 30 years. People carry them, they exist, but they mean absolutely nothing.
I need your badge number at the same time. My name is Mr. Tracy. Okay. My world citizen ID number. Write this down.
I don't know what a
because
world citizen
you're
ID
gonna
number
find out. You're gonna find out.
We don't take those, sir.
It's not about to. You don't take it.
Yeah.
Okay. You see what this thing say right here? It says to the government of the United States of America concerning Mr. Tracy William Henderson. You wanted my ID. It's a valid ID. I'm gonna give you my ID.
I asked you if you'd like to be included on the documentation.
I'm putting you in on it. I'm putting you in. I'm putting myself in on it. So you have to take my world citizen ID now.
Well, I don't know what a world citizen ID is.
You'll find out, sir. You'll find out. Education is a beautiful thing.
It doesn't recognize
yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay.
You think they don't, but you'll find out.
I don't know why you're being so confrontational with
I'm
me, sir. You are. What's your name, sir? Tracy what? 5. So were you lying to me before?
Well, Tracy comes to 5.
Okay. Tracy what? And your date of birth, sir?
9/25.
People might be wondering, why is he now all of a sudden want to be placed on this incident interaction of the blotter so that he's listed as a person? One, he seems like a person that's very mouthy and likes to be involved in types of things. But if there's some potential financial benefit to pay out, then maybe he wants to make sure that he's listed in the vehicle. I don't know. It's merely speculation. But I was wondering myself why a person would do that, and I have seen people do that in the past.
And a good phone number for you.
You got the one for her.
Okay, perfect.
My number is, you need to write this number down.
I'll write it down for you.
World Service Authority.
Okay.
The number is 919.
Alrighty.
He actually probably paid money for that card and believes that it's real, and he's a grown adult male.
I don't know. It says 2 felony. Well, it says no extradition outside California, actually.
Which guy is it to?
It's this guy right here. He's extremely hostile.
Let me explain police things going on here. So every time we get a person's name, date of birth, we run them. One of the systems we run them in is called NCIC. That's a National Crime Information Center, I believe it is, which runs warrants all over the country. What's important about a warrant is that the state that wants the person has to want to extradite them. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So just because the warrant pops up, a lot of times they won't extradite. And that's what the officers are figuring out right now.
So it's good?
It says it's full extradition and it's cleared in custody.
No. You said it's the guy with the head thing on, right?
Yeah, the male black.
Alright.
Where?
With the truck?
Van.
With the truck?
That just got in the van?
The reason the officer showed up also is because the warrant probably popped up. Dispatch calls it across the radio. They hear that there's a felony warrant, so they respond to the scene.
Hey, come over here, man.
No, I ain't coming over here.
No, come over here. Come on.
Hey, look, so he go trying to snatch you. You got to check my warrant. No, I ain't got no warrants. Look, he's grabbing on me. Are you holding on me?
Yes, you
Are
have
you
a
got?
warrant.
What about me? What?
But I don't know.
I don't have no. They're
Hold on.
They not taking me. California don't want me.
Okay, you got a felony warrant until we figure
They
that
did a
out.
felony warrant for arson. And watch them say they don't want me.
It says full extradition.
No, it don't.
Your phone, so we don't break
It don't say full extradition. They done stopped me since 1998.
Back up.
They done stopped me since 1998.
Being detained until we figure
They
it out.
stopped me since 1998.
Okay.
1998. You can call them right now.
They are.
And
They're calling the truck.
and they gonna say, let me go.
I want to see your phone now so it doesn't get broken.
They trying to take my phone, babe. Come get my phone, babe. They trying to take. Why are you trying to?
Now you're under arrest for resistance.
I'm not trying.
Back up now.
Jump in my arms.
Get back.
My arms are behind my back.
Get back.
My arms are behind my back, sir.
They're like, start another car
My arms are behind my back.
Back up now.
My arms are behind my back. They're going to tell you they don't want me. I've been telling you that. They're going to say they don't.
You're under arrest too. We told you to back up 3 times.
You guys!
Here, I got this
This
arm.
is not okay! This is not okay!
He asked you to back up until we figured it out, okay? Well, now you're under arrest for resisting, so it doesn't matter.
He's not resisting arrest. He's trying to tell you what we were just...
Okay, and we can figure that out once you guys cooperate. That's all it
I'm
takes.
not resisting.
You are.
No,
Pushing
I'm
us
not.
off the car is resisting.
I don't know what you're talking. I've never, ever
Hold on.
any trouble before in my
Did
life.
he ask you to back up?
I was trying to get his phone.
No, that's not your job to get his phone. No one's hurting him. Stop, stand still.
This guy hits my car. He is not even wanted. We've been in contact with the Attorney General because he was getting his substitute teacher's license. This is crazy.
He's being detained until they figure it out.
But it's
That's all you had to
unfair.
do.
We
That's
don't
all you
need
had to
be
do.
detained.
Put my stuff back in my pocket, please. They gonna say that they don't want me. LA is closed right now.
And you know what? As soon as they told us that, you would have been free to go. But you were being detained.
I'm not being.
Because there is a warrant for your arrest.
They say they don't want me. This thing's been since 19.
We don't know that, Terrence, Tracy.
We've never
Have a
talked
seat,
to
please. Have a seat.
I'm claustrophobic. I'm right here.
Now,
Can you just let me sit here?
No, have a seat.
I said I'm gonna sit in the car.
I don't. Kick your
I'ma
feet in the
sit
car.
right here.
Kick your feet in the
Did you
car.
put my
We're done
ID
playing.
back?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, she can be charged too. She obstructed the entire time. We had to concentrate on you.
Totally avoidable. And in policing, again, we call this felony stupid because had the passenger just shut his mouth, this would have been an exchange of information and they go. But you see 3 officers there. You hear them call for backup. That officer has to roll code to get to the scene to place himself in danger. All because of this immature behavior and this belief in this world citizen sovereign council nonsense, which has no bearing or authority when it comes to dealing with the police. That ID means absolutely nothing. And then another thing, this guy knows about this warrant and he's probably been stopped by the police before and he thinks that they're not going to confirm the warrant. So he feels like, okay, cool, I can interact with the police. But here's the issue. Let's say they don't confirm the warrant. Well, now he's got new, fresh charges. And apparently the officer said that his girl has fresh charges as well. If you know someone that can benefit from learning what not to do, send them this video. And if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe.
Yep. What do you think, Dana? What do you think the way that ended?
Felony stupidity. Yeah.
Felony stupid.
So, I mean, you know, I'm a big believer in holding law enforcement accountable. But if you're in a situation where you are dealing with law enforcement, even if they are transgressing, it doesn't benefit you to do that. It doesn't benefit you to fight and complain and argue. And, you know, it's just that you're not going to win. It's just being an idiot, you know. And those cops weren't being bad at all. They were just like, hey, we're just here to do our jobs. They answered every question. They were very patient. You can't fault them at all. And those guys were idiots. It's absolutely true. Felony stupid. And I love the belief in the mythical world citizen thing.
Like, yeah, no, that's
like
just it.
The
That
cop's
was
gonna go. Like the cop's gonna go. Oh,
my bad.
well, oh, sorry. Yeah.
Jeez, I wasn't.
You know.
Sorry. Yeah.
And the guy was saying like,
hey.
well, you know, it like they're gonna tell you to let me go. Well, if that were true, why don't you just shut your mouth and wait for them to make the call? And at which point
Right,
they'll
just-
say, let him go.
They're almost pretty much going to let you. Right. They're almost going to let you leave. You know, like right from the spanks, and you just got to keep opening your mouth. Like, why can't you just shut it?
Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
So just make sure, guys, that you're weary when you hear these situations or any of the things that we saw you today with the lawyer, the process, the, any of that stuff. Make sure you pay attention to what you're learning and make sure that you're reciting what you're supposed to be reciting in the proper etiquette, jurisdiction, all of that stuff. Because, even though you heard it, go ahead, Tiff.
This is off the subject. I just want everybody to. I'm gonna have Darren put Osiris's Cash App out.
Yep. I'll do that.
New Jersey is definitely coming to get him, but he needs a little bit of funds, and I know some of his people that he's helped watch our show too. So if you all are out there and he has helped you, I think that you could spare $5 or $10 on the Cash App to get to him. Do you have the Cash App?
I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. You just sent it to me on my messenger, right?
Messenger, right? It's Tony.
Yeah. Okay.
The Tony one. And can't nobody say that we're bad advocates because we're not even asking money for us. We're asking for other advocates.
Oh, man.
If you can't find it, people can hit me up on Facebook too, because I also have a Cash App, but I don't know how to put it up. Darren, you're gonna take us out of the show? We can talk about Osiris on Monday.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for this thing. Hold on a minute. I just can't. My things load up. It needs me to get these freaking. I have to do these password things. So just hold on a second. Don't forget tomorrow night is Main Matters too. We'll be on what time tomorrow night, Dana?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. All right, we'll do that. Let's see, where's the cash at? There it is. Maybe that's Danielle. Keep everybody in your prayers too, guys. Danielle, Brenda, Osiris. God, we have quite a list. We have quite a. Who else do we have in there that we're not calling out here? We're missing a bunch of people on that. Let me see. Tiffany, there you are. I do not have it in my. There it is. Okay, I got it right here. Destroy. Okay, so it's money sign destroy Irvid. Destroy Irvid.
I think it's destroy.
Destroyer IVD.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, let me put this on here. Destroyer IVD. So yeah, don't forget, guys, for Daniel's thing right here, though, make sure that you guys do that. And now to Osiris, it's Destroyer IVD. Let me put that up here for you guys real quick. Cash App Daniel is that one. Put this Destroyer IVD, right? Destroyer IVD. Destroyer IVD is destroyer IVD. Was it VID or IVD?
IVD.
IVD. Okay. Destroyer IVD. That's our man. That's our man. Osiris. Cash App. Yeah, he's having a little bit of a hard time with his situation, guys. So if you don't mind, if you guys, I know we're asking a lot of you guys this week with Daniel and with this, but if you guys can do anything to help out Osiris, that's his thing here. Don't forget, I forgot the money sign at the beginning. Destroyer IVD. Do that. That's his Cash App. He needs some help there. We all need help, guys. That's just the bottom line here. Got a lot of bad things going on with good people involved in them. So sorry for asking. We never really done this. You know what? I'll tell you what. Anybody that pays for a month of the CPS Punisher app, I'll put 50% of what you pay for the CPS Punisher app. I'll put that on either one of these guys' Cash App. So if you guys sign up for the CPS Punisher app, 50% of what you guys sign up for it, I'll put on their Cash App. So gives you a little incentive. So there's that. Yeah. All right, guys. Tomorrow, Main Matters, 7 o'clock. Chat. Dana and I will be there. And Tiff will be back Monday. And me, well, I'll be around. So if you need me, call me. Have a good weekend, everybody.
The stories of our families once told by the ones on front of the fire growing old, sharing light on the greatness they created. Everyone listening to every word, no hesitation. The pride you learned of the name you had, it taught you that you were something, never feel bad. You knew the trials and tribulations it took to make you. Your aunt, your uncle, you always knew who was who. Who was who. CPS, when they take the kids away, erase the heritage of the children they have gotten pay. These children don't know where they begin. They sure know the outcome, the end. CPS, you're destroying the family. You think you're making things better. These kids don't know who they are. They will never. In a blink of an eye, you eliminate what's theirs to cherish. There is no imminent danger great enough to annihilate the name of a family and those that it consummate. How dare you take away such an honor for you to get a bonus and arise so much drama. Our kids, their lives erased away. Never will they know who paved the way. They are left empty to never hear the story, who their grandparent were, the sad times and the glory. CPS, walk away. CPS, not today. Please, we beg you, leave the kids alone. God bless you. How do you think you are helping things out? You're causing more pain and agony without a doubt. Why do you want to be the eraser of a family past given by the Creator? CPS, why do you play the role of God while so many families are truly breaking the law, inflicting harm throughout the night? The children are scared to turn out their lights. So go away, don't ever come back. Go away, I want my parents, that's that. I don't belong in a stranger's bed, thinking all night, memories in my head of the only love I once had. It was from my mom and dad. Now I lay alone, listening to strangers fight, never hearing the words I love you, good night. So good job, CPS, you really helped me. Now I'm scared, I'm alone, I don't know who I am. I've been cast away. If I'm lost, no one knows. There is no family to find me. CPS took that away, it's all behind me. When I go to bed every night, I close my eye tight. And
we know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?